Hi, my name is KwaDukuza and I'm visiting the KwaDukuza landfill site near Stenga. And to tell us more about the landfill site is Mr. James Ndebele. James, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, Nogu. My name is James Ndebele. I am a director of Dolphin Coast Landfill Management, Pty Limited, which is commonly known as DCLM.
Who and what is DCLM?
DCLM is a South African company owned by Energy Pole Group, which is an international European company involved in various activities such as waste, landfills, recycling energy, and DCLM in fact owns this land and is the permit holder.
What is DCLM's experience in waste management?
Kanya, as DCLM is owned by a European international company, DCLM enjoys the fruits and benefits emanating from such ties and association with Energy Pole. As a matter of fact, this landfill site was built in accordance with first-class world standards. Mr. Alain Malard, a French citizen, is the chairman of DCLM and major shareholder. Mr. Malard is in fact also a shareholder of Energy Pole Group. He has vast, extensive experience in waste activities situated in several continents around the world.
How long has the KwaDukuza landfill site been in operation?
The site has been in operation since July 2007.
What areas and towns does the landfill currently service?
We currently servicing the whole Dolphin Coast area in respect of its municipal waste, as well as the KwaDukuza area in respect of its general waste, and including the KZN province in respect of its industrial and certain delisted waste. All the waste accepted on the site are regulated in accordance with the permit issued by the relevant authorities.
What processes are in place to ensure best practice?
The construction, design and layout of the landfill site are regulated by strict environmental regulations which are closely monitored by authorities both at regional and national level. We have several internal audits and an annual external independent audit to monitor and closely ensure that we comply in terms of our permit regulation.
James, how does the current facility at the KwaDukuza landfill site compare with other landfill facilities in KZN and nationally?
Kanya, we are a GLB plus site of potentially 13 million cubic meters of airspace, which potentially is the largest landfill site in Africa. This site is one of the few in KZN which can accept certain types of industrial waste. DCLM has since invested more than 70 million rand in the construction and development of this landfill site. The liner and treatment facility alone is in accordance with first world standards. Plans are in place for DCLM to spend more than 20 million rand in further upgrading and improving the landfill site.
What is DCLM's relationship with the community of KwaDukuza?
Kanya, DCLM has established or placed a trust fund with the KwaDukuza municipality for purposes of improving the awareness of the community, in particular school children, in informing them about waste, its reduction, its reuse, its transformation into gas to generate electricity. The strategy of the board of DCLM is to, in the near future, create an eco-center around the landfill with recycling compost, waste to energy, and the creation of electricity generating approximately 4 to 6 megawatts when the site is full.
Thank you, Jem. That was very informative.
Thank you, Kanya.
Thank you. Also with us today is Mr. Clive Wilson from Wilson & Parts Incorporated. Let's go meet Clive in the boardroom.
James.
Hi, Clive.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good to see you.
Let me introduce you. This is Kanya. Kanya, this is Clive. He's our consulting engineer.
How are you doing, Kanya?
Nice to meet you, Mr. Wilson. Can you briefly tell me what is your role in this landfill?
Kanya, I'm the design engineer. I designed the layout of this landfill and also the preparatory works to ensure that waste can be placed here safely.
Oh, that is very interesting. Do you do this kind of work often?
Yes, our company has been involved in the landfill engineering for more than 20 years, and in fact we're responsible for the largest landfill in the whole country, which is located near Durban.
What do you mean by safely, and how do you prepare the site to receive the waste?
Well, Kanya, it's necessary to prevent any fluids or rainfall that falls through the waste from passing through the waste into the ground and potentially contaminating the ground. We must prevent that, and in order to do that, we've designed a very comprehensive lining system which consists of 9 different layers, and these layers are placed over the land beforehand so that wherever the waste is going to be placed in this valley that you can see here, the lining prevents any penetration by fluid into the ground. Of course, rain does fall on the waste prior to it being capped, and that water needs to be collected and safely disposed of. And what you see over here is a small pond where this so-called leachate, which is the water that passes through the waste, is collected for safe disposal. At the stage where the entire valley is filled with waste and can't accommodate any more, then at that stage we want to place a waterproof cap over the entire landfill in the form of a sort of umbrella, so that the edges of this cap will link with the edges of our lining, with the result that the waste will be completely encapsulated, which is to say isolated from the natural environment, because rainfall will no longer be able to get into the waste because it will be shed off the cap, and all water will be discharged off the cap to run around the site safely, and the waste will be permanently isolated from the natural environment.
Oh, Clive, that's very reassuring. Can you go out to sites and show me that?
Yes, absolutely. Let's take our hats and off we go to the site. James, why don't you join us? It ensures that all the water that falls here will be able to flow underneath the waste. It won't be trapped by the waste. The water will easily pass through this medium, this 300 millimeter thick. Kanya, come and have a look at this feature. It's one of the most important elements on this site, because what it shows us is whether or not we're potentially causing any pollution to the ground. Those 6 pipes that you see there, each of them are connected to a compartment of what we call the under drainage layer. The under drainage layer is the layer in which any leakage through the lining will be caught, and it will be directed to these pipes. Now, the fact that you see no water leaking out of these pipes, and the fact that you can see no evidence of it ever having done so, this is positive proof that no liquid has ever been in that drainage layer. Well, Kanya, I hope that was enlightening. I hope you understand the whole process now.
Yes, I'd like to take this opportunity and thank you and James for the tour. Having a look around the landfill site has made me see that you have really put much effort in making sure that the environment is kept safe at all times. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.